My dear precious child, you are chosen. There are moments in your life when silence feels like a storm. You've prayed, you've cried, you've waited, and still it seemed as if nothing was moving. You looked up to the heavens and wondered, "Why the delay, Lord?" But today, I am whispering to your heart, I'm sorry I had to delay this. Not because I forgot you, not because I ignored your prayers, but because I love you too deeply to let anything arrive before its perfect time. You see, my beloved child, I heard you the very first time you prayed. Every tear you shed was seen, every sigh was recorded, and every silent hope was carried straight to my heart. But I also saw what you could not see. I saw what waited ahead. I saw the traps that were set in secret. I saw the hearts that looked kind but were not ready to handle your blessing. I saw the places that seemed safe but would have broken you. And because I love you, I had to delay. You felt forgotten, but you were being protected. You thought nothing was happening, but I was rearranging everything for your good. The waiting season was not punishment, it was protection. You didn't lose time, you gained preparation. The delay wasn't denial, it was divine design. My child, I do not withhold what I have promised. I only hold it until you're ready to carry it without breaking under its weight. When you cried and asked me, "Lord, where are you?" I was closer than your breath. I was working behind the curtain, shifting hearts, aligning paths, removing those who could not walk with you into the next chapter. You thought doors were closing against you, but I was closing them for you. Not all that shines is good for your soul, and not every open road leads to destiny. That is why I had to delay, to make sure that when it comes, you can stand firm and not fall. My chosen one, I know how long you've waited. I know the nights you whispered, "How much longer, God?" I heard every word. The delay made you question yourself, made you feel small, unseen, unworthy. But those were lies whispered by fear. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where I need you to be right now. What you see as delay is actually my hand of timing. The same hand that holds the stars in their orbit holds your story too. I delayed the blessing not because you weren't worthy, but because the blessing wasn't ready. I was preparing people, preparing places, preparing moments that would meet you at the exact point of my plan. Sometimes, I even delayed because what you were praying for was too small compared to what I was planning to give you. You were asking for a door. I was building a palace. You were asking for survival. I was writing your story of overflow. You were asking for comfort. I was creating your crown. I know your heart has been weary. You've carried disappointments that no one saw. You've smiled while breaking inside. You've hoped again and again, only to face silence. But child, every moment of that pain has purpose. Every delay has been a seed buried in the soil of your destiny. It looked like nothing was happening, but deep beneath the surface, I was growing something bigger than you could imagine. There were people you thought you needed, but I had to remove them before your blessing arrived, because not everyone can handle your next. Some would have taken credit for what I was about to do. Some would have drained your spirit, dimmed your light, or led you away from me. I had to let them leave so that when I bless you, you'll know it was me, not them. My beloved, the delay has not been wasted. Every day you've waited, I've been shaping your heart, refining your faith, and building your strength. You prayed for answers. I gave you endurance. You prayed for a breakthrough. I gave you trust. Because without trust, blessings turn into burdens. Without faith, favor feels heavy. I had to make sure your heart could hold what your mouth has been asking for. There were moments you felt abandoned, but I was holding you in my arms. I was whispering, "Not yet, my child, but soon." I was turning every no into a divine wait, and every wait into a greater yes. I was teaching you to lean not on your timing, but on mine, because my timing is perfect, never too early, never too late. When you look back, you will understand. You will thank me for the doors that didn't open, for the people who walked away, for the seasons that seemed empty. You will see how each delay led you directly into destiny. You will see how the pain was preparation. You will realize I never denied you. I was simply designing the masterpiece that is your life. My child, you have been walking through fire, but the fire has not been meant to destroy you. It has been refining you. I was burning away fear, pride, doubt, and every voice that said you couldn't make it. You are emerging stronger, wiser, purer. The delay has forged gold within you. What I am about to release requires the kind of faith that cannot be shaken, the kind of peace that cannot be stolen, the kind of love that cannot be destroyed. Don't let the enemy convince you that delay means abandonment. I have never left you, not for a single breath. Even when you could not feel me, I was guiding your steps. Even when you thought I was silent, I was speaking through circumstances. Even when you thought nothing was changing, I was changing everything. My chosen one, your waiting is coming to an end. The season that looked lifeless is about to bloom. The doors that were shut are about to swing wide. The opportunities that seemed lost are returning with increase. The delay that once frustrated you will soon make sense, because when I move suddenly. One moment of my favor will outweigh every year of waiting. But remember this, my child. When the blessing arrives, stay humble. Stay close to me. Do not forget the lessons learned in the waiting. Do not rush ahead of my spirit again. What I am releasing is sacred, and it will require your heart to remain in me. Your blessing will not only lift you, it will also be a light to others who are still waiting. Tell them, he may delay, but he never denies. When I delayed, I was also healing you, healing the wounds you didn't even know were there, healing your heart from disappointment, from rejection, from fear of loss. I was teaching you how to trust me beyond what you can see, because faith that only works in comfort is not real faith. I wanted you to know me, not just as the God who gives, but as the God who knows. I wanted you to know my heart before you carried my promise. Every waiting season has been a conversation between your soul and my spirit. Every unanswered prayer was answered in a deeper way, with patience, strength, and faith. You learned to survive storms that once scared you. You learned to rest when everything felt restless. You learned that even when I delay, I am still good. That, my child, is growth. That is maturity. That is why you are ready now. You are about to see why I delayed. You are about to see how the waiting was working. You are about to see that what's coming is worth every tear. I am aligning what was misaligned, restoring what was broken, and multiplying what seemed small. The blessing is not late, it's arriving right on time. Soon, you will look back and say, if God had not delayed, I wouldn't have been ready. If He had answered when I asked, I would have settled for less. You will see that my delay was actually my mercy. I was holding back the storm so you could rise above it. I was slowing down your journey to make sure you didn't miss your destiny. My beloved child, I am not done writing your story. What looks delayed is simply paused by purpose. I am turning the page. New opportunities are forming. People who will honor your calling are being prepared. Paths are clearing. Doors are unlocking. What was delayed is not denied. It's divine. Now, breathe deeply. Rest in me. You don't have to figure it all out. That's my job. You just have to trust that even in the delay, I am faithful. Every waiting season is a seed, and soon, you will harvest joy where there was once sorrow, answers where there was once confusion, and breakthrough where there was once delay. I am sorry I had to delay this, my precious child, but I did it out of love. I did it to make sure you wouldn't lose what I'm about to give you. And when you receive it, you will understand that I was never late. I was right on time. Tell me, my beloved, now that you know why I delayed, will you still trust my timing? Will you still believe that I am working, even when it feels silent? Will you let go of the worry and hold my hand again? Because I promise, everything I delayed is coming back multiplied. All in my time, all for your good, all because I love you. And now, my beloved child, the waiting is almost over. The things that seemed far away are drawing near. The blessings that felt delayed are gathering speed. What once looked like silence was really my preparation. Soon, everything will make sense, and your heart will overflow with gratitude instead of questions. You will say, "Now I understand why he made me wait." But before this new chapter unfolds, I want to ask you something straight from my heart. Will you still trust me when you cannot see the full picture? Will you still believe in my promises even when they seem slow to arrive? Will you choose peace over panic, faith over fear, and patience over doubt? Will you rest in the truth that I never forgot you, not for a moment? Will you let go of what didn't happen and trust that what's coming is far greater? Will you hold on to me even when the delay tests your faith? Because, my chosen one, the delay was never to break you, it was to build you. The silence was never to scare you, it was to strengthen you. And now that your heart has learned to wait, I can finally move without losing you in the blessing. So tell me, my precious child, when I open the doors that were once closed, will you still walk with me? When I bring the promise to life, will you still seek my presence more than my gifts? When you see that I was never late, will you thank me for the delay that saved you? Because, my beloved, what I am about to release will prove the delay was divine.